Sync Legends, we're out here with Ron Hubbert. Ron is one of the guys who's been doing a lot of the builds for some of the Georgia cars that we featured earlier. So, Ron, I want to just talk to you about your love for the bugs and what you've been doing. We understand over 140 plus builds that Volkswagen builds that you have. So tell us a little something about how you got started with it, what your passion, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, actually it started back in '85. A friend of mine loaned me his car for about 2 weeks, and we was both in the military, and he was going to the field to train. So he wanted me to keep his bug for him, and I drove it and fell in love with it, and I had to have me one.
I hear you.
And from that point on, man, I've been like, knee deep in bugs, from just, buying them and driving them. Then I started fixing them up, starting with stereos, interior type stuff, and then all of a sudden I got this notion to start building race cars. But I found out, building race cars, you gotta know what you're doing, because if not, you can get hurt. And I just, knuckle down in the books, learn from a lot of guys that just do machine shops and stuff like that, and told me about all the different formulas, training, all the math involved. And from that point on, man, I've been doing it.
So how many years is that?
Oh man, you figure since '85, man. That's
okay, so we're talking 35 plus years. I hear you.
Yeah.
So one of the cars that we had out here, one of the black cars, one of the black bugs.
Yeah.
We were heard of the shell. So describe to us a little bit about that experience of putting that.
Oh man, yeah. The guy that owned that car is from the Virgin Islands, and he bought it as an empty shell. And he called a buddy of mine and said, "Hey man, this guy that you're working with, he knows how to put a car together." He said, "Oh yeah, he knows how to do everything." So got the car's empty shell and built it all the way up to turnkey ready.
Awesome. So you know the wiring and all that stuff, and you're doing everything.
Oh yeah, I think that was one of the first things we started doing, all the new wiring. And it's kind of tricky because the car was a 65 chassis, but it's got a 67 body.
Okay.
So in 67, everybody knows a 1 year only bug.
Oh wow.
A lot of stuff that fit a 67 won't fit another car.
Gotcha.
So you got to be real meticulous about when you start ordering parts.
Right.
You got to make sure you tell them 67. Don't, they'll send you something. You be like, "Oh man, I just bought something I can't use."
All right. So where you at? Where you located? Is somebody trying to get in touch with you?
Yeah, I'm up in St. Augustine, out there by right off I-95, about a mile from I-95. After 27 years in the military, I decided to move back home to Florida, and basically just tinkering building my race car. But then all of a sudden, the street guys found me, and I've been deep into it, man. I kind of like don't have time to work on my race car.
I hear you.
But it's all been good, though.
Well, they're paying for your knowledge and experience. The resume is long, and we can see it in your builds, man. You're doing some great stuff out there. Continue to do what you're doing. We're going to big you up. We got a picture of your sign. We're going to put that out there as well. So, Ron, thanks for talking to us, man.
Yeah, man.
Have a good time out here in the Bug Jam.
All right. Much love.
All right. That's a wrap. It was actually nice to get some footage of Ron out here working on his race car, finally getting some time to himself to do his thing. I want to thank Don Matthias for sending me the footage here so we can capture that. And some of the footage and stuff you'll see here, just some behind the scenes of what goes on. A lot of times we just come out to the shows, but there's a lot happening behind the scenes before these people come out to the show. These guys came down from Georgia, so they were at the hotels, there was prepping and everything like that, and to come out, putting the cars on the trailers and coming down here. So a lot of times, again, like I said, we just see them at the show, but this is hours for them to come and get prepared to do this because they love it. And Ron just brought down a few of his cars. We featured these in our previous video. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go back and watch that. But he's doing great work, phenomenal work. And I even Googled some of his stuff. And if you Google Ron Hubbert, you'll see a lot of his drag racing accomplishments and things like that. So this is the Georgia crew. Big up to the guys from the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. Croix. I mean, these guys come through and they bring some quality rides, and it's a lot of work that goes behind it. And Ron is one of those guys who's doing all that work. So just wanted to big up these guys and do a little one-off here, feature him, and so you can see what they do and how they do it. So definitely continue to watch, like, subscribe, and big up to Ron and Don and all the guys up there from Georgia. Appreciate you coming down. We'll see you next year at Bug Jam 2022.